Let's go! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something totally different. We're ditching the usual craziness and diving headfirst into the wild, wild west. Arizona style. Get ready for some serious wanderlust because we're about to explore the hidden gems of Arizona. Whether you're already packing your bags for a trip or just love living vicariously through your girl, this video is going to be epic. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's get this adventure started. Alright, first up we gotta kick it off with the big kahuna, the one and only Grand Canyon. I'm talking about views that'll make your jaw drop. Like seriously, you might catch flies over there. This place is so massive, it's practically its own country. We're talking miles and miles of canyons, cliffs that disappear into the clouds, and colors that'll make you think you're tripping. And the best part? You can hike it. Yeah, if you're feeling adventurous, there are trails for days. You can hike down to the bottom, camp out under the stars, and really experience the Grand Canyon in all its glory. Trust me, it's an experience you won't forget. Next up, we're rolling into Sedona, aka the land of red rocks and good vibes. Seriously, this place is like a postcard come to life. Imagine giant red rock formations just casually chilling in the middle of the desert. It's like something straight out of a Western movie, but like a really, really pretty one. But here's the thing about Sedona, it's not just about the scenery, it's about the energy too. People come from all over the world because they say Sedona has these vortexes, these swirling energy centers that can like totally recharge your soul. I don't know about all that, but I definitely felt something special when I was there. Okay, you guys, Monument Valley is like stepping onto the set of every classic Western movie ever made. I'm talking towering sandstone buttes, those iconic rock formations that just scream Wild West. You know what I'm talking about? It's the kind of place that makes you want to throw on a cowboy hat and ride off into the sunset. And speaking of movies, Monument Valley has been featured in tons of them. Forrest Gump, anyone? Yeah, that epic running scene? Totally filmed here. So, yeah, if it's good enough for Hollywood, it's definitely good enough for us. Chapter 4. Antelope Canyon, Mother Nature's Light Show. Get ready to have your mind blown because Antelope Canyon is like nothing you've ever seen before. It's a slot canyon, which basically means it's this narrow, winding canyon carved out by water over millions of years. Sounds cool, right? Well, it gets even cooler. The way the light filters down through the narrow openings creates these insane beams of light that illuminate the canyon walls in all these crazy colors. It's like walking into a kaleidoscope, but like a natural one made of rock. Seriously, it's the most Instagrammable place on Earth. Chapter 5. Horseshoe Bend, worth the hike and the sweat. Horseshoe Bend is one of those places that makes you realize just how small we are in the grand scheme of things. It's this dramatic bend in the Colorado River that's shaped, you guessed it, like a horseshoe, and trust me, the pictures don't even do it justice. To get the best view, you gotta hike a little bit, but let me tell you, it's totally worth it. Once you reach the edge and look down at that turquoise water snaking through the canyon, you'll be glad you wore your hiking boots. Chapter 6, Havasu Falls, the Holy Grail of Waterfalls. Okay, waterfall chasers, this one's for you. Havasu Falls is like the Holy Grail of waterfalls, tucked away in the Grand Canyon on the Havasupai Indian Reservation. Picture this. Turquoise blue water cascading down red rock cliffs into these crystal clear pools. It's like something out of a dream. But here's the catch. Getting to Havasu Falls is no walk in the park. We're talking a 10-mile hike through the desert, but hey, that's all part of the adventure, right? And trust me, once you see those falls shimmering in the distance, you'll know it was worth every single step. Chapter 7. Petrified Forest National Park, where time stands still. If you're into history, or just really old stuff, then you gotta check out Petrified Forest National Park. It's basically a time capsule from millions of years ago, back when Arizona was a lush forest inhabited by dinosaurs. Yeah, you heard that right, dinosaurs. Today you can walk among the remains of those ancient trees, except now they're petrified wood, which basically means they've turned to stone. It's kind of eerie, but also super cool to think about how old everything is. Chapter 8. Saguaro National Park, Land of the Giants. Welcome to Saguaro National Park, home to the giants of the plant world, saguaro cacti. I'm talking about cacti that are taller than buildings, some of them hundreds of years old. It's like walking through a forest, but instead of trees, it's just massive cacti everywhere you look. And if you're lucky, you might even spot some desert wildlife like roadrunners, Gila monsters, or maybe even a bobcat. Just, be careful out there. Chapter 9. Lake Powell, Houseboat Heaven. Lake Powell is like the ultimate playground for anyone who loves water sports. It's this massive man-made lake with crystal clear blue water and towering red rock cliffs. Think of it like a giant swimming pool surrounded by the most epic scenery you've ever seen. You can rent a houseboat and spend a week cruising around the lake, exploring hidden coves and soaking up the sun. Or if you're feeling adventurous, you can go water skiing, wakeboarding, kayaking, paddleboarding, you name it. Chapter 10. Canyon de Chelly Ancient History, Epic Views. Get ready to step back in time at Canyon de Chelly National Monument. It's home to ancient cliff dwellings built by the ancestral Puebloan people over 1,000 years ago. It's kind of crazy to think about people living in these dwellings carved into the canyon walls, but it's a powerful reminder of the history that's all around us. And even if you're not a history buff, the views from the rim are absolutely breathtaking. Jerome is one of those towns that's full of character, literally. It's a historic copper mining town that was once known as the wickedest town in the West, and it definitely still has that Wild West vibe. But don't worry, it's a lot tamer these days. Today, Jerome is a popular tourist destination with art galleries, antique shops, and some seriously good restaurants. Plus, they say it's haunted, so there's that too. Bisbee is another one of those towns that's full of surprises. It's a former mining town nestled in the Mule Mountains, and it's known for its quirky art scene, historic architecture, and underground tours. You can spend the day browsing art galleries, sipping coffee in charming cafes, and exploring the town's many antique shops. And if you're feeling brave, you can even take a ghost tour. Last but not least, we're finishing our Arizona adventure in Tucson, the state's second largest city. Tucson has something for everyone, from world-class museums and art galleries to amazing Mexican food, and some pretty epic hiking trails just outside the city. And if you're looking for a little nightlife, Tucson's got you covered. There are tons of bars, clubs, and live music venues to keep you entertained all night long. And there you have it, guys. 13 of the most epic, most Instagrammable, and most unforgettable places to visit in Arizona. From the breathtaking views of the Grand Canyon to the quirky charm of Jerome, Arizona truly has something for everyone. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments which place you're most excited to visit. See you in the next adventure.